What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another rendition of the Mama He Did It podcast. I'm your boy J Leg. She's
I'm your girl Jess, aka R. Lean. That's my middle name. Don't call me that because you don't
you
know me.
don't know her. What's going on, Jess? How you doing today?
I'm tired,
Yeah,
big tired.
new job,
What's our difference? Please help me. I can't wait for the weekend.
new time
And it's
zone,
only beginning of the week.
new time
Yeah,
zone. So you moved to what time zone is it? That's the
this
Eastern.
Eastern.
Eastern. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, Central to Eastern, and within what 3 days?
Yeah. So you got car lag.
Yeah, had to move. I don't think that's a thing,
Yeah, you got road lag.
but but I'm tired though.
Okay. All right. Well, first and foremost, my day's been pretty good. I'm blessed,
Oh
blessed
yeah,
to be.
sorry. How was your day?
Oh yeah. My day was pretty good. Just got done working out. And ready to eat some food. But so we gonna get through this. It's a tight hour. hey, we gotta get us some dinner. But anyway, first and foremost, we want to us, me and Jessica from them and the whole Mama He Did It family would like to extend our condolences to uh Takeoff and his family. RP to Takeoff. Um, Condolences to him, his family, his friends, his loved ones, and anybody else that was in associates with him. Um, Sad news. He was, if you haven't heard, murdered over a dice game in Houston last night, um, around two
Yeah,
thirty in the
last
morning,
night.
something like that. So rest in peace to him. A quick moment of silence for that. All right, appreciate you. But let's get this thing going, Jessica. Let's see. You ready? First segment. What's the first segment? You know what time it is.
Yeah.
First segment on the board is the What's Poppin' segment. And in this segment, we like to talk about popular things in pop culture, things that you may or may not know about. We are the MHDI.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
MHDI news. All right, so first thing on the docket, College Game Day. College Game Day went to its second HBCU, historically black college and university in history of ESPN College Game Day. It went to none other than the I love Jackson State University.
Hey. Yes, and before we even talk, hello, not the pan.
The papa.
I want to give a couple of stats. You know, the ESPN PR on Twitter gave a couple of stats about the game day. It says in week 9 at College Game Day made its first trip to Jackson State University ahead of Deion Sanders and JSU Tigers rivalry game against the Southern Jaguars. We had a total of 1.819 million viewers, 2.3 million final hour viewers, and game day's best 9-week start since 2009.
Dang,
That's some good stats.
that's a stat line.
Good
That's a
stats.
stat line for your mama, there, boy. So what was the last
Yeah.
line? Best 9 week start to game day streams. That's what.
Yes. Game day's best 9-week start since '09. So this is week 9 of College Game Day, and it is the best week 9 start since 2009, is what it's
Wow.
saying.
Shout out to the Jew. Shout out
So
to the hometown, to the home team.
back in 2009, I was 9. No kill.
Back 2009, I was goddamn
You
12.
were 12. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, it was fun. It was a blast. Me and Jessica had a chance to go and celebrate and
Yes.
indulge in the festivities of college. First off, I was starving. Hey, listen, it was
Starving.
what time we get there? Seven.
Little photo.
Hmm? Yeah.
Is
All
it?
right, before y'all start joining, it was supposed to rain, and I had on a race.
Yeah. It was supposed to. It
yeah.
did rain though.
Yeah, it did later on
It
that
was
day.
just later on.
Yeah.
I
But
gotta
it
see this photo. This photo look good. It's a random
I didn't even know that was okay. I
photo.
didn't even know that was getting taken.
I think I accidentally took it.
That's some drippage.
I'm just that good of a photographer.
Yeah, but hey, honestly and truly, it was a blast. I ain't gonna lie. Around hour number 1.5, I was like, my
I
feet
was
tired.
like,
Like y'all, hey, college game, y'all gotta supply some chairs or something. I was like, me not like to stand that long.
that ain't gonna be the same. What that's gonna look like? Somebody just shaking their pop up in the chair.
Mm-mm.
So
I'm
no, it's
comfortable,
not the vibe.
man. But
Not the
it was a
vibe.
blast
I
though,
was tired of people standing in front of me.
bro.
Like, and I'm not saying it is. I know people supposed to stand in front of me, but like people would like scoot in as if they was finna walk through and then just stop. And I'm like,
They
like
just
I am
excuse me,
five
excuse
and a
me.
half, and I claim 5'6". But I really was not standing. I was not letting off my ground. Like it was two men that was in front of me. And they was just like when I said they was like right here in front of my face, I did not move. I was like, y'all gonna have a conversation. Well, I'm in it too. And then eventually, but they both scooted on over. Cause I was like, no, sir, no, ma'am. Y'all not finna just sit here and bully me because I'm little.
I'm gonna be honest. Hey, everything was cool. The food, the smell of the tailgate food was blowing straight in my nose, and I was just so hungry.
See, you was so high up there, I didn't smell
Bro, it was like
anything.
8 o'clock in the morning. I ain't ate breakfast. I could smell smoked meat from miles away, and I am starving. And
They did have some ribs up there. I went and watched some of the playback
up
of
there
the
at college
game
game
day.
day,
Yeah, they was like showing people at the tailgate, and they was like showing to the grill. So it was food closer to us than we thought.
hmm, okay,
So you probably was smelling like the different barbecues that they was bringing up to the
it was
grill.
smelling so freaking good. And I'm last point for anybody that's tailgating. 8 o'clock, I love a good stogie. I'll
What is
smoke
that?
one, a
Oh, you
cigar.
talking about cigar?
I will smoke one with you anytime except 8 o'clock in the morning. That is the
It wasn't
last
even the
thing.
cigar smell that was irritating me. It was the cancer sticks.
Them two,
I
but
was like, you are.
cigars for breakfast is not the move. That's an afternoon activity.
This was my thing. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. We all got on plastic rain gear, and you want to light a cigarette? We are fire hazards. And it is a bunch of black women, so you know there's a whole bunch of weave and synthetics out there, and you just gonna light a big fat one.
Big clouds.
Like I'm like, if you don't stop blowing that cancer smoke everywhere, he was right there in front of us too. I was mad. I really wanted to tell him like,
He was smoking that
put it
joint. I
down.
mean, big puffs at 8 o'clock, and I'm like,
To the he smoked all the, you know how the cigarette got the white and the brown?
it's orange.
All the white was
It's
gone.
orange, fam.
Okay, orange. All the white was gone. I seen him throw it down. I was like, not you smoked all that in 10 minutes. You were inhaling way too hard. But
Yeah, I mean, hey, but other than that, the crowd presence, everything from top to
oh, it
bottom
was
was
there.
fire. It was a blast. We as a city had a great time. It was no foul play except the people breaking in them cars, and I think that was Southern. But I ain't gonna point no fingers. Um,
Said breaking them. Oh,
but
you talking about them? Yeah, that
I
happened.
think it was like
But it was some Southern fans that got that. It was the one lady I seen on the news that night. She was a Southern like supporter, and she was going on. She was like, "We trying to come down here for the game, and we got to worry about getting robbed in the game." I was like, "That is fake stuff. I would be pissed too."
yeah, well, never
But they
mind.
did park somewhere that was like no security, and they didn't even pay. They was just in the
That's
street.
why I say
I
sometimes it's
think
cheaper to pay that little
it's
$30.
cheaper to just pay where it's a gate, and then that person becomes a liability at that point if
And
something happens to
I
your
ain't
vehicle.
gotta think about my windows getting cracked. Just keeping it a buck. It's cheaper and everything, but
Yeah,
but in other news, I mean, the whole day was filled with stuff, and uh,
it
college
was
game
good
day was
vibes.
great. The game was great, but
The
what
bands were
wasn't
great.
great?
Just
Both
disrespectful.
bands, both bands sounded great. But one thing that really left a sour taste in the mouths of the blacks was Miss Barbie Bassett on WLBT.
Oh yeah.
Barbie.
Go ahead and tell the story.
So I don't want to misconstrue. You know what? I'm just gonna go play the video. I don't want to misconstrue her words, but in a
I can tell you what she
nutshell,
said. Yeah,
go
that's a
ahead.
long
Go
video.
ahead. No, I'm gonna find a short one, but just go ahead.
Okay, so basically you had you had a lady who was also working with the thing. She was a black lady. She was at the game and she was like reporting and stuff like that. And then Barbie Bassett was like, you should go
I got the video. You want
tell
me to
your
play it?
grandmammy. Oh yeah, it was grandmammy for me
It
though.
was the
Okay,
grandmammy, but here we go.
continue.
Girl, sis, I know you well enough to know that those guys working behind you, they probably know who the celebrity game day picker is. So you need to go swing by the Kroger's, get you a chocolate pie. A chocolate pie. A chocolate. Well, pecan pie would be just fine. And you need to go offering it to some of those guys working behind you. Get the scoop. And see if you can get the scoop from one of those for return. I know your mother or your grandmammy has got some type of recipe that you could whip up, don't you think? Really? Take it to them. Grandmammy. They might have a recipe or two. Go whip some.
But it
Okay, you can stop it right there.
Yeah, but it I forgot that was a commentator.
I forgot. So yeah, he said, "Yeah, grandmammy."
Yeah, grandmammy. But hey, with Barbie, like, okay, here's the thing. Like, she may call her grandmama grandmammy. Maybe.
Yeah, she may.
I don't know what that lady doing
Maybe.
downtown.
But it was chocolate pie. And it was chocolate pie plus grandmammy. Because who eat chocolate
the
pies?
lady on the hill. That's the last time I heard of a chocolate pie.
That's the last and the first.
I ain't not now never heard of no chocolate pie outside of that. What's the lady name off the hip? It wasn't Viola Davis. It was the other one.
I don't know what her name was.
But that was the last time I heard of a chocolate pie. And I'm really sitting up here like, Barbs, you've been on TV for umpteen years in Mississippi.
She only worked with black folks.
Mississippi. Like any other state, I might give you a pass. But come on. And you ain't young to where you don't know.
She put out she like did a formal apology on the newscast. I seen a video of it. She was apologizing and she said that she was educated on it and that she told that girl specifically that she was sorry, and then she wanted to tell the viewers that she was sorry. And that she hoped that we would be willing to forgive her.
I mean, I don't have a problem.
And I believe in second chances. She did seem very like, I mean, I guess when you get in trouble, you always gonna seem kind of like,
I read the comments on that video.
But she looked like she was finna cry.
No, she did.
In the action for forgiveness.
I saw a comment on the video. It was like, "Oh, look at her little apology," and then someone said, "Look at them little tears." Like the people were in her, but I was like, "Y'all ain't giving Barbie a slap."
But it really did look like she was like sad about it, like for real. Like it didn't seem like she said it wasn't like ill intended, but. I mean, I don't know.
It could have been real. They could have been crocodile tears. I just know when it happened on
if
Friday.
2 years down the road, she say "mammy" and chocolate pie again.
Yeah, we got something for that. But I saw on on dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. Hold on. Oh, I saw on Twitter they was like, Barbie, we having a good day today, but we're gonna get on you on Monday. And they said, "Hold on, Barbie, we gonna come at you on Monday, bro." That was so funny. Top
that
tier
makes
funny.
Sense. Everybody was having way too much.
It was a blast, and Barbie like, "Come on now." Like,
who was even watching the news? She was sad. It's really sad. It's really sad that like it's just because the news is always recorded that it was gonna be seen at some point during the day.
Who watching the news?
Because nobody was.
We at the game.
News.
We are at the game.
Everybody was on game day according to them stats, and at the game because what about watching the news? We seen that in the later night report or something.
That's funny. And I ain't gonna lie, I like how at game day we had multiple colleges show up and show support. And
yeah, we had a little Clemson, a little whoever WC.
Washington State. I think it was Washington State.
I don't know. Somebody told me, but then I forgot.
I think it's Washington State. I don't know. Anyway, it was multiple schools.
Somebody with a.
Yeah.
That's how it looked. It was like.
All right. Well, yeah. But yeah, you got anything else on Barbie, on Barbs, on Barbara?
No, I'm good on Barb.
Yeah. All right, Barbie. We're gonna let you pass it one time. But we watch you for next tailgate. What you talking about?
She not gonna be reporting no more during game day. I mean during football games. Luckily we ain't got no more home games, so it's just gonna be the sports dude now.
Yeah, that's true.
She good
But
for next
guys,
season.
yeah, we gonna let her pass. But in lighter news, we got a new segment. New segment alert. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so
You was waiting to do that little sound
oh,
effect.
I've been waiting on that. New segment alert. So anyway, first
Well,
new
we too
segment.
broke to afford the audio.
New segment alert. All right. So our new segment on our second segment that we will be introducing today. First time ever in the stew with it. It is none other than this or that. And in the this or that segment, we will be presented a topic and we will be discussing will we have this or will we have that? Will we go with this or will we go with that? And that's the gist of it. You got it?
Yep.
The people got it?
Hopefully so.
Tempo, let's go. I'll let you go first. What's your first this or that?
Okay, mine really like all of them off the wall. Okay, so my first one is would you? Oh, I said would you rather, but it's definitely this or that. So this ants all over you, or that put you in a box with a bunch of flies.
Ooh. What type of ants?
Fire.
Yeah, I take the flies for 500. Uh, hey, I rather deal with flies. The worst thing with the flies, I can do one or two things. I can keep my mouth closed, and I could slightly pinch my nose so I can get some oxygen, but they don't go up my nose. I can close my eyes. I'll be okay.
What about your ears?
I'm gonna go like this.
So you're gonna do all okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. So, but with the fire ants, it ain't no stopping them guys. They coming through, and they gonna fight. They gonna lay it to you.
Yeah. I had a nightmare when I had ants on me one time. Worst nightmare ever.
What type of ants? Fire ants.
I don't know what that was, but just the fact that something crawling all over me was not ideal.
Yeah, nah, dog. I'm straight on the fires.
I can kill half them flies though.
Okay. Yeah. I ain't gonna even try that. I promise you I ain't. I'm just gonna close. I'm assume the position.
I mean, you can have like goggles and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I didn't give all the parameters, but yeah,
Okay.
like we want them getting to like eyes and ears, you know.
I still much rather have the flies. Okay, let me do mine. I got one.
Okay, you.
This or that. Grilled chicken or baked chicken. I ain't mentioned fried because that's a whole different category. Grilled or baked.
Like if I only had one choice ever again in
One
life,
choice for the rest of your life. Which one you reckon with?
give me grilled. Like I just had baked chicken last night, which is crazy.
Me
But
too.
like grilled chicken, I just can't. I can't not go without that. I can go without baked chicken for a good little minute, but I
See,
always want grilled chicken
see, to
because
me,
you know
baked.
you can do. You can grill chicken. You can have grill with barbecue sauce. You can have grill just plain with the outside of vinegar spray. You can have grill like rotisserie. Like you can have grill with the dip.
Rotisserie chicken and grilled chicken is not the same.
I'm talking about like seasoning like rotisserie, put it on the
Oh,
grill.
okay.
Yeah, so I can do a bunch of flavors with grilled chicken, but most of my baked chicken just had a little cream chicken, cream mushroom pork. Yeah. I don't want to just. I can always put barbecue sauce on my barbecue. You feel me? And I don't have to put barbecue sauce on my barbecue. But if I want barbecue chicken that's baked, you got to put barbecue on it.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with grill too. I feel
You
like
want
grill.
to go with it at first?
I was gonna go. Shoot, what you talking about? I feel like
Okay.
baked chicken you can only eat it with rice and mashed potatoes. Grilled chicken, I got baked
Mashed
bacon.
potatoes.
What you talking about?
You said rice and mashed potatoes like in one
Rice
sitting?
or mashed potatoes.
I was going to say, sir, start it.
No, rice or mashed potato, mashed potatoes. I feel like grilled chicken. It's elevated. Like hey, I can take the grilled chicken and I can like okay. This the thing. Baked chicken it only tastes good baked. Grilled chicken, I can grill it, let it cool off, and I can put it in the oven and warm it up.
Yeah. But we weren't talking
Still
about
grill,
like
still the same great
we
grill
weren't
flavor.
talking about the reheat
Hey,
process.
still the same great grill flavor. And in my opinion, grilled chicken, I can
It's the
have
only chicken you can really warm up and the skin still be it.
yeah. And see the thing about grilled chicken, I can grill with Kingsford barbecue briquettes. I can grill it with I can
Okay,
it's
you get
I can
so into the
I can put some mesquite.
specifics.
I can put some mesquite because you know the grill got a little section to the side where you can smoke it.
I honestly would put grilled over chicken fried too though.
Oh,
If we talk about reheat,
okay, reheat capabilities. But
we,
I can still take that fried throw it in the oven right there. Or we can do it like we did in high school. Take that fried
but
chicken, put some gravy on top, and serve it to
but
you guys again. Yeah.
so you gonna eat fried chicken with gravy every day?
No, I ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying.
I'm just saying, like that's the only option you gave. I gave a lot with the grilled chicken.
Okay,
Only thing you can think about is some gravy. Like fried chicken don't hit when it's rewarmed up. Like it
don't.
hit, but it don't hit like that grill. That grill tastes just like it was on the grill.
Let's be honest. I done ate
Bro, I'm getting
cold
grilled
grilled
chicken
chicken.
this weekend. No cap. I'm getting
No
hungry.
cap. Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I done went fishing before. We had a barbecue the day before and ate some cold grilled chicken while I'm out there fishing. But I'll be darned if I eat cold hot fried chicken.
Yeah, no, that's
Hey,
not it.
cold fried chicken gonna be
Cold fried
soggy.
or cold baked chicken is a no.
Yeah, oh, cold baked. Ooh. I done ate some cold grilled chicken though. And tow it
Yeah,
up.
it still be tasting. Yeah, it still be
Cause you
tasting
still
how it
got
needs
that
to
grill
taste.
flavor. When it ain't fried, it's just chicken with bread on the outside of it.
All right, so we haven't decided grilled, obviously.
Grilled. What's the next one?
Next up. Oh, a little. Excuse me, I burped. This or that. Zip line over 1,000 feet, like you 1,000 feet in the air. I know that's
Okay.
probably not possible.
Okay.
Never mind. Not even over 1,000 feet in the air. 1,000 feet, like the line,
Okay.
or parachute.
Parachute from where?
A plane.
How far?
I think it has a minimum of like 13,000 from the sky, but I don't know. I could be so wrong. I'm just trying to pull from like T and Coco episodes.
Let me ask you this question. What's the pound test on both?
Yeah, this is assuming you are qualified.
Assuming that it's gonna hold my body weight. My body mass index.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Assuming that everything goes right. Which are you choosing?
I'm gonna take the zip line.
I definitely would take zip line.
But here's why. I feel like the zip line is more of a scenic thing. When I'm parachuting, I ain't gonna be it take too long. Like I want to get to the ground quick.
1,000 feet is a long way though.
But with this body mass index going in one direction, it's gonna be
not body mass index.
Hey, it's gonna be sparks coming off the back of that zip line. Hey, I ain't finna be parachuting down. Cause the thing is, what if I'm parachuting and then a stupid bird fly up in the inside of my parachute and his beak poke a hole in it, and now I'm free falling. Versus zip line, only thing
I said assuming everything goes good.
It could be going good to that bird fly up there and poke.
Okay, but that's not the scenario.
I don't want to risk it. I want a zip line because it's quicker. I'm gonna get there faster, and it's. I don't think about the zip line. The darn harness gonna be tight around the groin.
Yeah, but would you rather not be? You gonna have a harness on regardless on either one.
Yeah, but I feel like it. Okay, here's another thing. This is the other reason why I want the zip line. I ain't gotta have a grown man on my back to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just free by myself. If it go wrong, I'm by myself.
I would actually zip line in real life though. I have once, but it was a very short zip line. It was like at somebody's house.
Yeah, I remember that. But I can't see myself doing that during parachute from 1,000 feet up in the altitude.
Oh, it's definitely more than 1,000, I think.
Nah, ball. Because first off, you got to jump out the plane. That's one fear. And now the parachute got to come out. So that means you free falling for a second before the parachute.
Yeah.
Nah. Nope. Nobody.
Okay. We both agree on that one.
Okay. Let me pull up my next one. This or that. Apple or Windows?
Oh, you talking about like when you said Apple, I thought you talking about the fruit, and I was immediately like the second option. But you talk about computers.
Yeah.
Okay, Apple or
Yeah.
Windows,
Or not
like per,
necessarily computers. Apple products versus Microsoft Windows products.
as far as like phone.
Phone, computer, tablets.
I think overall, I would have to choose Apple.
Why?
But if I could, well, because one, I basically have everything Apple already, so it's just like
No, no,
obviously
no,
my
no,
life
no,
is
no.
saying that I choose Apple.
Assuming you start from scratch.
I still want an iPhone, so Apple, and like like my phone alone just dictates everything because I don't want no Samsung or no Google. Like I
Man,
don't
them mother be
know.
taking some fire pictures though.
I need FaceTime.
They got face. They
And
got something.
they they FaceTime quality is poo cheese.
Yeah, when it converts to
And
Apple.
ain't nobody else in my family gonna choose Windows with me, so I'm really gonna be plump out of luck. I ain't gonna
Okay,
talk to nobody.
okay. Let me say this. We're gonna do phones, computers,
Okay.
tablets. We're gonna break it down three: phones, computers, tablets, and we can leave it there.
Phone, Apple, boom. Tablet, I'll do Apple too, because you do like computer. I am literally recording on an Apple computer right now, but that Microsoft Windows, they OG, not the little Microsoft Online, is pulling me to Dell, baby. Just give me touchscreen computer, and I'm out of there. Because I
I
got a
ain't
Dell right now. She old, baby. She Big Bertha,
my
and I'm gonna buy a new one. Only thing I would miss off an Apple computer is the fact that one, I can airdrop stuff easily to my computer, and two, I don't know. Oh, like streaming and stuff is just everything compatible to Apple now. But this charging system with Apple and all these connector pieces, like
Ugh.
like where the regular USB port?
Just give it here. I
Just
don't
give
have
it back.
time for all this lightning crap.
Give me a
I,
thick computer. I don't need no thin computer. It's still gonna go in that big old book bag I got. So I might as well have a computer that I got everything with it to begin with.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. This how I feel. I will go. I will go Apple phone capabilities with the Windows camera. It's like a mixed measure. I will
Well,
go.
that's not how you didn't tell me this was an option.
I
So
made the rules. I
you
can break
just
them. I made the rules. I can break them. I feel like I would take the Windows computer any day of the week, except for editing
actual
purposes.
yeah,
Okay.
because Windows better with Word
Everything
and
else.
Adobe. Like I
Everything
need
else
that.
except editing. And
Yeah. Oh,
honestly, it probably can do just as good with editing. I mean, I just ain't never tried.
yeah, we just don't know. But I tell you this for one thing for
Uh,
sure. If I can't find a battery for my old computer, I'm buying a new Windows computer just for like Windows.
quite literally, as we speak, as I'm recording, I have an Apple MacBook Pro sitting on top of a Dell. That battery is dead, big dead.
Yeah, my deal right here on the floor somewhere
The battery, I got to get a new battery. And so,
or it's on the bed.
but one thing I will say about this big baby, I got this computer sitting on top of. It was a sturdy puppy when it was running, buddy.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
assignments,
I done had my
everything,
computer
quick.
for yeah. I had mine since high school.
Yeah,
And I graduated in 2018 and I was there in 2014. So yeah.
yeah, that's a business.
I mean 2015.
It's legit. Okay, so what's the next? So we both
It's
agree.
the last one that I got now.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So this or that. Hot/slash lukewarm water to drink for the rest of your life or ice only.
What? That ain't even a comparison. So I gotta drink either ice only or hot/lukewarm water.
Yeah.
I would literally die if I had to just have ice. I'm gonna take the hot water. No, hot water. Ugh. I'll take lukewarm water. I can drink some lukewarm water. But
Okay. Some
I
people
still
really
don't
don't
like
like
luke.
water.
I don't like it. I much rather have cold water over lukewarm water. But if it's over having ice, if I gotta put ice in my mouth every time I'm thirsty, I'll kill. I'm gonna kill my mom. I'm
Oh my
going to.
gosh. Lizzo was here for Halloween.
I saw that she was walking in the snow. I said, "Lizzo, you wild." But no, I'm gonna take the lukewarm water. Don't
Yeah.
care what you gonna do, lukewarm.
Yeah. They say lukewarm water, like, well, not lukewarm, room temperature water is better for you in
Is
general.
lukewarm water and room temperature water two different types of water?
I don't know. I feel like lukewarm. When I typed lukewarm, I was thinking room temp, but I really couldn't think of that word room temp at the time, so I put lukewarm.
I'm gonna take room temp. Lukewarm is weird.
Lukewarm.
Okay, my last one.
I mean, that's the definition, literally, of room temperature. Oh, I thought I had the last one. Okay, go ahead.
Last one. 24/7 winter or 24/7 summer, and I'm gonna be very specific. Winter 24/7, Mississippi humidity now at 30 degrees, and Mississippi summer with humidity now at 98 degrees. Year
Why
round.
98? That's so high in comparison to 30 going down.
30 degrees in Mississippi will knock you on your butt.
I know it will, but I'm just saying, in comparison to the average of 60, 70, to go from that to 98 is crazy.
Okay, 95. You still
But
gonna
I'm still
pass up.
choosing 98, and that's on Big Baby.
No, sir.
95 me.
Absolutely not.
95
Nah,
me.
pimp. I'm gonna tell you why. Anything below 50 degrees is fat boy weather, big boy weather. Like
Do you see me?
that's a personal problem. This
Ain't
is
nothing
why
shaking on the way down. It look ill. I don't even see your arms.
that was on purpose. but see, my thing is, I ain't drink. I'm not. I don't. I'm. This is why. It's a couple reasons. Okay, I naturally like the colder climate simply because I stay cool all the time. Second of all, my drip in the cold is different. I could put that ish on in the cold, and now heat is like,
I do have better cold ideas.
and because your drip matters. Got better cold fits.
If we be, if I'm being completely transparent here, in any of those weather temps, Jessica would be inside all the time.
What if you ain't got no house? Now you outside.
I'm definitely doing 98 then because who finna be outside with frostbite?
He gonna be outside sweating, dehydrated. Yeah,
Boy, heck no. I can find me some water, but ain't nobody finna
not if
bring
it's
homeless people
lukewarm. It
get.
ain't gonna quench your thirst being
Okay, you
lukewarm.
you can't be
I'm
combining,
combining
but homeless people get on
lukewarm
average.
water with cold grilled chicken.
Listen. On average, if we just look at this, homeless people are more likely to get water than hot chocolate. Ain't nobody bringing homeless people hot chocolate in the cold.
Yeah, they will.
Not as frequently as you'll get some water on a hot day. When people go to help the homeless and stuff, what they taking? Cases of water. They ain't taking no jugs of hot chocolate
But you
around.
gotta remember this though.
Then that junk gonna get cold
You gotta remember
anyway.
this though. In the cold, I don't need to drink as much water and or hot chocolate as I would to drink water in 95, 98
When
degree
I
weather.
ill it, you know
You're gonna
me.
need so much more water, so you still gonna be thirsty.
Ill it, but you know me. I go work at a gas station. Stop playing with me.
How you ain't
But
got no
ill it,
address?
no. What I need that address
They ain't gonna
for?
let you
They
get
can pay
no
me.
job unless you got an address.
They can pay me in cash.
That's illegal.
I'm homeless. Where they gonna can't find me?
Under the bridge.
But they got to
That's
go
right.
find me under the bridge. But Yeah, no, you know me. I can't do cold. I be cold at 60-degree weather. I be cold when it's 71 degrees in the house.
I'm gonna
You
tell you
think
another thing.
I'm
This what you
finna
gotta
be
think
outside
about.
at 30 degrees?
This what you gotta think
Mm-mm.
about. In the cold, you can put on as many clothes as you need. In the
I
heat, I can't
understand
take
that.
off. Once I reach my one layer before I'm butt naked, that's it, Jack. So you need to I much rather put more clothes on and be walking around here looking like the darn Coca-Cola freaking polar bear. But I much rather have that
I
on than
Ella,
have to
I
get
honestly
naked.
I get that wholeheartedly. But I just can't. I don't want to be walking around like
You ain't gonna be walking around like that.
shivering everywhere.
You gonna have plenty of clothes on. Plenty of clothes.
I don't know. Now, if I had to choose cold all the time in the house, vice versa, hot, then I would choose
It's
cold
the
in the
same
house.
principle.
No, no, no. It hit different when you cold inside, then you walk outside and it's cold. Cold inside, just cold inside. When we go outside, we got rain, we got sleet, we got wind. All them other issues, I can't do.
But see, this thing you gotta think about. Cold outside, I can start a fire. Hot outside, I cannot start a rain forest. I cannot start snow.
Why? Why do you keep putting me outside
I'm
like
just
I'm homeless?
saying. That's where the heat at.
Just gonna be outside.
You can
I mean
start the fire
inside.
on the inside of the house. If it's cold, you put a fireplace, go and spark the little fire up. But if it's hot and my
Fans,
AC don't work and my fans don't work,
fans.
my
I can
AC and
buy
my
some
fans,
more.
if none of them in the world work,
Okay,
how
see
can
now
I
you
afford?
just you just trying to force me to go cold at this point.
I'm just being logical.
You asked me the question, didn't I?
I'm gonna go with cold all the time.
I knew you was gonna say cold,
It's the best way to go.
but for me, I'm going hot because I can stay inside. I am not. I don't be outside no way.
Okay. Well, guys, you got your answers. That was the first ever this or that segment. Give us a round of applause. All right. Main topic. So the main topic for today, guys, is how to change the narrative of your life. And I can leave it open ended like that, or I can. You want me to go a little deeper?
No, let's leave it as
Okay, so
open
I'll
so
let
we
you
can
start.
just flow.
I'll let you start. So, how would you change the narrative of your life? What is that? What does that sentence resonate with you? That phrase.
Well, I'm gonna just speak straight off the dome, okay? So when I first hear it, I hear your and narrative. So that means what is my story?
You don't know my
Meaning every story starts in your
story.
mind. If I'm being
Yeah.
completely honest.
You don't
Oh
know
my
my
gosh.
story. I'm just gonna my bad.
Please. But yeah. So I feel like you have to change the narrative in your mind. Like, you know how people always say you gotta believe it in your heart. I don't know if people say that. I don't know why I said that. But anyway, you gotta believe it in your heart first before you actually start taking the actions and steps towards becoming that person. Like you gotta see yourself in that light before anybody else do, before you can really like get there and be that person.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like for instance, this is real life story. This is me. Okay. So in 12th grade, I decided what I wanted to do. I wanted to do orthotics and prosthetics, and I knew where I wanted to school. I'm not gonna disclose my school because I'm still in school. But anyway, um, so I was like, okay, I'm going here and I'm going to this school. Okay, not too much on me. But I was like, I'm going here and I'm going to this school. So I envisioned myself in that going there, only there. That was my plan A. I had a plan B later on when I started to like actually apply, but that was my plan A. And I even said like even in my interview, they were like, so like what did you see? Like what brought you to this field? And I gave them the story of what brought me to the field. And I was like, and ever since I decided where I wanted to go, I knew it was me in this school. And they were highly impressed. And I was the first one they called back. Yeah.
Piriana.
Really do.
Okay, that's what's up.
So yeah, that's just an example. That's what I say is the controlling your narrative is envisioning yourself there, working towards that goal, and then actually getting there and maintaining that goal. That's like changing your narrative and also maintaining it.
So your version is be do have. So be do it and have it.
Absolutely.
Come on, word in here. Come on. I feel like that. I'm right there with you. I feel like a lot of times when people start trying to control the narrative of their life, they say, "Well, I'm too old to do this," or "I ain't. It's too late for me. I'm 26 or 25. It's too late. I'm already got a job." Listen, sometimes like I heard a guy, I can't remember who said this, but anyway, they were saying it'll come to me. But the guy basically was saying like when you get lost, you don't. It was Ash Cash. That's what it was. When you get lost, you don't. When if you follow your GPS and you take the wrong exit, your GPS don't take you all the way back home. It's gonna reroute you to get to where you're trying to go, and that's how you have to kind of change the narrative of your life. You can't I feel speaking to me specifically, I feel like sometimes what I do is I say, "Well, I want to do this or I want to do that," and now I feel like I have to start from scratch, or I feel like I've got lost time. I don't have the same amount of time, or like for instance,
Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean it's
it
not
is
enough
true,
time.
but a lot of times that'll psych someone out of changing the narrative. So like if I want to change the narrative of my health, I can't look back and say, dang, I remember I tried this workout plan 17 times, or I done tried this diet before. I done tried this diet before. It's just too late. It is what it is. Just change. Just you gotta
Just
pick up
start.
you
Yeah.
just start. You gotta pick up the L's. You gotta pick up the W's and the L's. Like you gotta find business. You gotta take
You know
these
what two
moments to
L's
learn
make?
about yourself.
Well, one
All
L and
right,
one
all
backwards
right, all
L.
right, we get it. But but I feel like you can't let shortcomings dictate the outcome.
Facts.
Because a shortcoming is simply a shortcoming. It means the
You know
reason
what they say?
it's not called short arrived. It's called shortcoming, meaning I'm coming to my destination. I just came short of it, so I just got to keep going so I can get there.
Yeah. If you're always where you are, you'll never be where you need to be.
Mm.
Ooh.
Oh, we got
Spoken
a word
word.
in here. So say that again. Run it back one more time. That was too good to just say that
Okay.
once.
If you're always where you are, you'll never be where you're supposed to be.
Mm. And that's the thing. I feel like when you talk about controlling the narrative, you really got to understand who got control of all the narratives first and foremost. The man above, because that what the
Big
good.
one up
That's what the
there,
good books say.
the
And I,
big G.
man, I ain't talking about no New York Times best. Well, I guess it is a new, but that don't even matter. I'm simply talking about the goodest book of all time. So when you know that, or whatever you believe, when you know that you ain't in control, you just follow in the path that's for you. The narrative is already written. I just have to take the necessary steps to fulfill the narrative, right? And so, if you had this dream, like you said earlier, you got this vision in your head, this image, or I want to do this by age 40. I want to have this much money, this much property, this much in equity of
Yeah.
businesses, this many kids, this car, this house, all these things. Well, at some point you got to work toward that goal. And
Yeah.
it don't always have to be all of it at once. And I am guilty of trying to do that. Like it don't all have to be, I'm gonna go do all this at one time. Pick one, master the one, and move to the next.
Yeah. Keep building. It's a mansion here. We gotta do it brick by brick.
Brick by brick. And and in a nutshell, this is an encouragement statement because I feel like a lot of times people in our age group, it didn't work out how we wanted to, right? So you got this dream of going to
Mm-mm.
college and getting out, starting this career path, making all this money, doing this and this and this, and then you meet this thing called taxes.
Life. Oh well, yeah, that too.
Taxes. So taxes hit you, and then we come into a time like this where no one that I could, anybody in our age group before have we have never seen an economic climate like we have now. Meaning we don't even know how to weather a storm like this. Being
Yeah.
responsible for it. We might have lived through it, but we have never have to,
Have
we
to
have
do it
never
ourselves.
had have to manage our funding and take care and go through life and navigate life through these times. And so give yourself a break, bro. And sis, like get like you
Yeah.
you gotta realize this is a learning moment. It's just like being in the fight. Just because Mike Tyson got hit, Muhammad Ali
Yeah.
got hit. They just had to weather the storm, and that's what it's about. And so when we come to thinking about coming out of college, coming out of school, coming out of high school, and not achieving the goals and dreams, or starting a business and the business failed, or we ain't getting the sales we thought we were gonna get, we ain't getting the likes, the follows, and reshares.
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Let's change our approach. Instead of doing it one way, let's do it the other way. The only thing that matters is the final destination. And you really care about how we get there, as long as it's legal and ethical, no, and and righteous. It don't really matter how we get there. It can be a different path.
Yeah, I would definitely say like also to keep in mind that like especially for our age group, like it's not good to compare, but it's cool to adjust. Like if you see, like if you compare yourself to somebody and you try and do it they way, like in just they way, like it's no you. You take the you out of what's going on, then you gonna fail because what's working for them is working because it is them. But if we adjust and we see, oh, this is what the market likes, or this is what my viewers need to hear in order to get engagement, then that's adjusting to benefit what you're working towards. But to compare and completely change yourself, like it won't last because you not being your authentic self. But if you adjust to the parameters that you're working in, but maintaining your authenticity, then it'll work.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I feel like a lot of people in our age group fear, and people in general. I feel like a lot of people think their authentic selves won't be accepted. Like I think they think
It
me
won't.
authentically is
Not
goofy.
always.
Yeah, me authentically is goofy. Me authentically ain't the same thing that got me here, right? So I gotta keep the front going, bro. Let it go,
Yeah,
cause you can't
nah,
you can't
facts.
fake the
Especially
funk.
if you start off faking it, then it ain't gonna work. Eventually, you're gonna be like, dang, ain't nobody gonna love me for me. But if you just start out being true to yourself, then the people who are for you will be for you, and the people who aren't for you will continue on about their merely little way, and we're gonna keep pushing.
Facts. It's a lot of folks on earth, y'all. It's somebody
A
out there
lot.
that like everybody. Like it's somebody out there for everything. If you selling clothes and your clothes ain't popping, somebody out there wear them ugly clothes that you make. Even if,
Okay, why you gotta
but
have
this
them
is what I'm
ugly?
saying. Even if you think they fire and everybody else think they
Yeah,
ugly,
somebody else
somebody
might
gonna
not
think
like
they
them.
fire. Somebody gonna think they fire. You
Yeah,
know
because I see stuff all the time, and I be like, well, if you like it, or like
it. What
if
Bruce Bruce
if
say?
that's you, then be that,
What
do
Bruce what
that.
Bruce Bruce say?
Cause
That looks
like,
good on
man, I
you.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, cause like, and to be honest, some stuff like even when it do look good, everybody can't pull it off because that was good on that person. Like that's another thing. Like folks be like, oh, it ain't like I don't like that. Everybody ain't gonna like that. Cool, that's true. But also, if you do like it, that don't mean it's gonna look good on you either. Just because it look. Prime example: Fashion Nova models are a dime a dozen. They all on Fashion Nova site, but they ain't nowhere else in the real world. And that don't look like nobody else that wear them jeans.
Nah, for real. And stuff like this podcast, like I feel like honestly when we first started, I was like, people gonna be like, what are they doing? But I came to
They probably
they
are.
probably and I don't care. But this is the thing.
Who cares?
It came to me thinking like, okay, let's be honest. This podcast really ain't for the people I know anyway. I
Everybody.
I don't. This is for the world, right? Because when we publish this on Friday, this gonna be for the world,
Anybody can see it.
anybody. So that means it's more people I don't know than I do, right?
Facts. That's anything and everywhere. Yeah.
Exactly. So I fully don't expect people to be like rocking with it super heavy. They may rock with it later on, but I mean, okay, appreciate it. And no love lost. My feelings ain't hurt not damn way. Cause we really just doing this
Yeah,
for
like it's
fun. We just
cool.
like doing it, right?
It's cool.
But I feel like if people just let their guard down and everybody always say, "Be I want to be your authentic self." What does that mean? I feel like you really don't know what your authentic self is
You gotta love yourself.
until you by yourself. Like you have to be by yourself mentally, physically, and
Yeah.
emotionally by yourself.
Facts. That was me. That was me this past year when I was in my own apartment. Like I really have like developed a different like I've always had self-love, but it's a different self-love when I'm like I'm not necessarily relying on somebody to be next to me, talk to me 24/7 just to feel whole. Like I feel whole, and I am, and I want to say, I don't want to say I am comfortable, but like I am content. I am content where I'm at, and if I get more, if certain things happen in my life, then that's great. But I'm not lacking in anything, and I'm happy. You know, just genuinely happy. Like I'm cool. I'm cool with where I'm at.
Oh, you broke up on us for a
So yeah.
second. What was the last part you said?
Oh, I was just saying I'm genuinely happy, and that's has nothing to do with anybody but me and the relationship I've developed with God. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you can't let nobody interfere with that. And like I said, I'm one of them people where I mean, I one thing a lot of people that know me, they'll tell you this. I listen to a lot of opinions, but I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do. I mean, like at the end of the day,
yeah,
like I just
I
got
can attest to that.
I just got engaged, right? And so it's a little different now navigating that, but before that, like, okay, thank you for your
It
opinion.
is what it
I'm a rock
is.
how I want to rock. I said, and that's how everybody should. Everybody should make the decision that's best for their life, and that's how you change the trajectory. You change the trajectory by that word getting to me. You change the trajectory by realizing where you are and where you're trying to get to. Formulate a plan and stick to the darn plan. But sticking to the plan does not mean I can't jump so
Adjust.
I can't pivot because pivoting
Yeah,
is a part of life. Like, hey, just because the plan say I'm gonna go from point A to point B, don't mean I can't go from point A to point X back to point A to point B. That's just a pivot. I still went from point A to point B. I just went to X before I went to B.
yeah.
That's the pivot. And again, I'm preaching to the choir. I am the world's worst of not wanting to pivot. I be wanting to do the thing how the thing supposed to be did done.
Except when you building something, because you just look at the picture.
First off, I read the words.
On the
I am
picture,
mature.
this is a table.
No, I read the words because the good book said, "When I was a child, I did
Boy,
childish things, but when I
shut
became a man,
up.
yeah." But you got any lasting word? We closing in on this tight hour. You got anything else on some
No,
lasting
I'm all
words to lead the
good.
people? All right, man. I'm through.
I'm all adviced out.
Well, guys, we gonna see y'all next week for episode what that be episode 6. Girl, we on way. You know it's a
Is it?
statistic that say most podcasts won't make it past episode 6. So we finna do that.
Yeah.
We gonna do that. We'll get past
Mm-hmm.
6. So we had 5. We had
Most,
5 in the pilot. So technically this is
most
6, but 5 in the pilot.
definitely.
This is 5 in the pilot. But anyway, guys, we want to thank you for listening, tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. If you listen to us on Apple, Spotify, and all the other freaking podcast places, make sure you
Yeah.
download, share, and leave us a 5-star rating. What that ain't gonna hurt you. It's just a button.
Leave a
Leave us
little
about
comment. Tell us how you feel.
tell,
Interact with
let us
us
know. Follow us on Instagram at the Mama He Did It podcast on IG, Mom He Did It podcast on Facebook, Mom He Did It podcast on Twitter, and Mom He Did It
on
podcast
all platforms.
on TikTok. Follow us on the talk. Hey man, it's been a joy talking to y'all. See y'all next week. God bless you. God keep you, and thank you for tuning in. Peace.